is Gilbert Achcar, who's a professor of development studies and international relations at SOAS, University of London. He joins us from London. Thank you very much, Professor, for being with us on Al Jazeera. As we saw there, Hezbollah has taken major blows in the last few weeks. Its senior leadership has been decapitated. Do you think it'll be able to recover and repel Israeli attacks on Lebanese territory? Can Hezbollah rebuild itself?
No, Hezbollah can definitely rebuild itself. Mass organizations like Hamas and Hezbollah cannot be eradicated, as Israel claimed to do in the case of Hamas. And it's even more impossible in the case of Hezbollah, because unlike Gaza, which is, a kind of open-air prison, there is no limitations for Hezbollah to move across the Lebanese territory and across the region through Syria. So this organization will remain. It will reconstitute its military force, or it will try to do so, and Israel will try to disrupt this, to prevent this. But the fact that Hezbollah will remain as a mass organization is certain.
Yeah. A year on from the war on Gaza and Israel's genocide in the Gaza Strip, we are seeing it, at least for now, using similar tactics that it used in Gaza, in Lebanon, targeting civilian infrastructure in Lebanon, residential buildings, residential areas, ambulances, and so on. Do you fear that what happened in the Gaza Strip could happen in Lebanon?
Well, that is what Israel is threatening of. Even though, until now, of course, as you mentioned, there have been a lot of civilian casualties, a lot of civilians killed. But they have been targeting more specifically Hezbollah installations, centers, whatever, and the military and political command of Hezbollah. And taken some, let's say, extraordinary measures to diminish the number of civilian casualties by, for instance, permanently calling on people to withdraw from the areas they bombed. So until now, they haven't been conducting the kind of genocidal war that they have conducted in Gaza, nor are they completely destroying, for instance, the southern part of Beirut. I mean, the southern suburb, the Dahiya, as it is called. They still have this threat. They threaten to do that. But for the time being, they're applying very heavy military pressure, I think, which is complementing the diplomatic and political pressure aimed at having Hezbollah agree to withdraw to north of the Litani River and re-implement Resolution 1701 of 2006, right, which would also mean a deployment of the Lebanese army south of the Litani River.
Right. We are seeing today, this Saturday, huge protests in many cities around the world in support of the people of Gaza, in support of the Lebanese people, including in the French capital, Paris, where there's a big Lebanese community, as you know. The pictures we're seeing now are from Amsterdam. The people in Lebanon today, those caught in the middle of this conflict, who can come to their rescue? Who can they turn to for help?
Well, that's exactly what the Lebanese people feel abandoned in this by those who claim to support them. And in this case, when it's given that it is Hezbollah that is targeted, there is a strong resentment that developed against Iran, I should say. Because people feel betrayed by Iran. They feel that Iran has pushed Hezbollah at the front, and other states in the region, Syria to start with, which is also supposed to be part of the axis of resistance, doesn't do anything. And Iran has, until now, done almost symbolic gesture. So there is a resentment at this level. Now, as for the question of who can do really something about that, well, it's first of all Washington, which is completely backing this onslaught, the present onslaught on Lebanon, as it has completely backed and taken full part, actually, in the genocidal war in Gaza. So the first, I mean, the only power that can really stop Israel, we all know that, is the United States. But the United States is actually completely joining Israel in these wars. And that's the first time in history, actually, that we are seeing a fully joint US-Israeli war, first on Gaza and now on Lebanon.
Okay, thank you so much, Professor, for speaking to us about this. Gilbert Achcar, Professor of Development Studies in London at the University of London. Thank you for your time.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.